So our potatoes are doing really, really well. The stalk looks really good. The snapdragons here, and then these two trays need to get planted out. And then I've got Lissum needs to get split and yarrow that needs to get planted. And then these guys are all gonna get planted, these perennials, this weekend. Here we have 50 tomatoes lined with down the sides with 276, I think, onions, I think is what I planted down the center. And this is gonna have the lower and lean method. So all of these tomatoes will have a single main vine or stem. This tomato here comes down and is rooted back here. And so now the tomato that's rooted there, I'm gonna move over to this zip tie and it will get lowered and lean. I will be pruning off all of the shoots and suckers is what they called. So here's an example of one that's just starting. So right here, this is what's called a sucker, so it'll grow diagonally out. I'm at the point where we're just about to get the first flowers. So there is a debate on whether or not you should prune your tomato flowers. So curious what others do, let me know. You'll notice some of these leaves on the bottom are much lighter and even have some, this is sunburn. And then up here, since I've been hardening them off in the hoop house and now out here, this is that much thicker, nicer, deep green leaf versus the indoor leaves like this that don't have that extra sun protection. So it's kind of fun to see it. So as I'm coming through here, I'm going to actually just prune off all these lower leaves, and then I'm going to actually bury these tomatoes up to probably about here, if I can, and then I'll even prune off anything that's going to touch the dirt. For the start, I'll stake all of these, and then from there we'll get all of the lower and lean trellising set up. But our spacing here is a foot apart. Pretty excited about this. I think it's gonna look really amazing. There's a mix of Big Beef, Cherokee Carbon, and Rutgers. And Rutgers is that Campbell's soup one that I couldn't remember what it was. So the hoop house now still has all of our spring salad mix here with a bunch of the carrots to add the nitrogen in. So again, the baby carrots, we're gonna pick these as baby carrots. And I need to actually pick some salad tonight, so that's on the list. The beans are doing really well here. So that's really awesome. I do need to start planting the pole beans out in the main garden as well. These tomatoes are the San Marzano. So these will go in the lower beds out here, the separate ones, these three, I think will be all the San Marzanos. And then I have some Mountain Magics, grape and cherry tomatoes, and the clementines that will go in that last bed over there or somewhere around that. The green stalk, oh look at the bee. The green stalk is going really well. We actually have, just so close, our first strawberry. It's not bad for early mid-May, so I'm excited about that. So not bad. We still need to burn the holes for the flowers for all the snapdragons and stalk, so hoping to get that done. I did order a long piece of frost cloth and hoops, so if I do want to plant those out early, I can, if there's any danger of a little bit colder temps. Over here we have tulips, This one's about to go by, but the colors came out really nice. I tried to pick some fun colors to plant this year. I really like the deep dark colors, so big fan of this one. And then the daffodils. The chipmunk is playing with Birdie. Let's see. There, so I'll be planting more things in here, and then I do really need to get the mulch over here. The asparagus that I transplanted is doing really well on a few of them. Look at this thing. It doesn't even look like it missed a beat here. And it's pretty thick. I wasn't sure. So this is second year asparagus, but I did move it, so wasn't sure how that would go. Some of them have done funny curly moves, but Jay did help me and get the straw on. On this back area here, I think we're gonna grow our pie pumpkins and kind of let them do their thing in this general area. Try to keep them contained. Still need to get soil, the good compost put on top of here. And I'm tempted to do a row cover for this area. I did order the 4-foot rows for the corn, and that might be a perfect size for this. This will probably end up being mostly onions. I need some more onion space. The garlic is doing all right. I do need to fertilize it. Last couple years I think we did the spray on fertilizer, but they're actually doing decent. So there's 4 or 5 different types of garlic. The straw kind of fell off on this part. The winds have been so bad up here this year. But considering the turkeys took a bunch of the garlic out of these beds, you can see they had pulled them here, and then right here they pulled a whole bunch of them here. All those garlic are over in the raised beds. I had moved them. We did lose a couple from that, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So I'm pretty happy with that. I do have the spinach, lettuce, and onions in this bed with parsley and carrots. Onions in that bed, spinach in this bed. This is almost ready to be picked. Maybe another couple days. This is the garlic that we transplanted, and then some lettuce and parsley I moved in this. Jay helped put the straw on that. The back bed is the potatoes that we planted. The peas, beets, and onions, and I think some carrots as well. On the tunnel. This cattle panel tunnel held up really well actually over the winter, so I'm really happy with that. But I will keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.